Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of The Successful Woman's Mindset. My name is Galit Ventura-Rozen. I am co-founder of Everyday Woman and Everyday Woman TV. I am a commercial real estate broker, a business coach, a professional speaker, and in love with women empowerment. One of my favorite things to do in the world is interview women from all over the world. And we have somebody here today. We have Patty Ann. Here we go. Are you ready? Whoa.
Yeah, you did pretty good.
You did pretty good. Will you pronounce it for everybody, Patty?
So my first name is Patty Ann, and my surname is Waho. Waho. In my native language, it means outside.
I love it. Waho.
Yeah.
It's really funny because I know so many Filipino people that think my name means angry, because Galit in Filipino is angry, and it's spelled the same way. And I laugh because I'm the least angry person in the world.
I know.
And then I have to share with them, my name actually comes from the word waves of the ocean.
Oh, nice.
But in different languages, we have certain words that kind of mean something different. So when you said yours means outside, I love it. I love it. Well, Patty Ann, let me tell everybody a little bit about you and how fabulous you are. And by the way, you're joining us from New Zealand, right?
I am. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning.
5 in the morning. We've got you up and ready to start your day. Patty Ann is an intimacy coach who burns with energy and passion to educate and guide those ready for their outcome of wellness and sexual healing. Oh, we're going to have so much fun today. She's been referred to as being disarmingly honest, simply put, and caring. Well, yeah, you are. She loves to celebrate positive, loving, and meaningful relationships together, and is one of many, many mantras of hers. And what she loves more than anything is what I love more than anything is she has a special power. It's the ability to connect with people through her intuitive work and inspire pleasure and joy and heal core hurts and wounds. And I love our topic today, so I'm going to share it. We're going to be talking about how to connect your body and mind to your Vajayjay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Patty Ann has a different word for it. What's your word for it?
Well, it's pussy. But when I first met you, I was doing my Vajayjay show.
Yes.
My Vajayjay diary show. But I mean, those are the words I use. And
I love them.
I love them too.
I love them too. Well, let's jump right in.
Yes.
How do we connect our body and mind to our Vajayjay? Let's start with the mind.
Okay. Well, I don't know if you've ever heard the term orgasm as an inside job. So basically, what a lot of us women stay up in our head. So even when it comes to intimacy, we're too much in our head instead of, embodying in our feelings, whatever's going on in our body. And so it's either our mind or it's our heart or it's our pussy. We don't get them working together like a well-oiled unit. And so what I always get people to do when I work with them is to get them to play the opposite game. So for instance, if you would go on a date and normally you would normally sleep with the person on the first date, I always say to people that generally do that, don't. I would say, go out there, get to know someone and learn with them, and don't have sex. However, if someone's there and will take, months and months before they even let someone kiss them or whatever, I get them to do the opposite. Let yourself be kissed on the first date. So it's training our body and our mind to work against what it normally does to break through that glass ceiling. I think Jody always talks about, smashing through the glass ceiling. Jody's a friend of ours.
Yes.
And so with connecting with our mind and our heart and our pussy, it really is asking each other, body parts and mind parts, what do we want? And so our pussy is the last that never gets asked what it wants. I don't know if you've ever read the book. I always talk about the book, The Pussy. And it's about, connecting ourselves fully. And so you go, well, how would I do that? Instead of listening to if you're a person that always listens to your mind, ask your pussy what you want, what it wants. What does she want? And by doing that, you will get different answers that you probably would, not even normally do. So you'd get answers, you'd get answers that you would not normally think that would come up.
Or you would not normally do, or you would not normally think of, or you would be like, oh no, I would never. But I love that you said that, when you allow that open, it's really an open mind. It's so our mind is almost working against us with our body, because it could be society, it could be the way we were brought up. It was, oh, this is a bad thing. I'm not supposed to enjoy sex, intimacy. And by the way, it doesn't even have to be with another person. It could just be intimacy with yourself. We don't care.
Oh, look at you, best friend.
Right? But at the end of the day, there's something so powerful there that you yourself can embody and recognize and enjoy. I mean, hello, enjoy. Right, Patty Ann?
Enjoy. Yeah. And I love that. I love that so much. And you know, even when you said before the call, you said you love to have that alone time. You won't be on camera before 8 o'clock because you love that quiet time.
Yes.
You know, not enough people just sit there with their thoughts or what's going on, or connecting to their heart, or deep breath, because sometimes they actually don't want to know the answers and they're scared what will come up for them.
Yeah.
But by training your body to your mind, heart, and pussy to, you know, think together in unison, it works. It really, really does work.
So I have to ask you a funny question.
Go.
This happens to so many women.
Yeah.
We'll be in bed, and let's say we're with a partner, okay, whoever it might be. We'll be in bed, or I'm going to just use bed for now. We'll be in an intimate situation.
Yeah.
We're naked in an intimate situation, and your mind like goes somewhere totally different. And you're like, wait, what am I doing? I want to be right here. And your mind just goes, what do you tell your clients? How do you help your clients? Because that's really common for women. We're thinking about our to-do list, and we're thinking about, and I'm not talking about thinking about Brad Pitt. I'm talking about thinking about our to-do list. What do we do?
Well, that I always speak about staying present. And so when I just said before about, you know, sitting with, like, even when you do breath work, I mean, most people, when you have sex, your breath is quite quickened, or even when you're nervous, it's quite quick and it's short, shallow breaths. But when you're truly connected to your partner and to yourself, you will slow it down. And by slowing that down, you actually will stay present. So even right now, I can hear my breathing's a bit quickened because I'm still waking up.
Yes, it's early and you're being interviewed, and
right. But if I just take 2 seconds and I just did, you know, if I breathe, I always tell people to breathe from, you know, your womb space and just bring up that breath. Like even calming down that, it just feels so good.
So true.
So
now imagine doing that in bed. Oh, you'll be way present.
Yeah. Well, because that's the tantric breathing. That's like the breath
makes total sense to me.
Yeah.
I love that.
Calming yourself down and connecting to yourself, you won't wander off because you're concentrating on your breath and you're present and you're grounded. So there's no way in hell you'd be thinking about a to-do list.
I love that. And do you do any type of visual exercises with your clients, or anything where you take them to a place or bring them back to present, or anything like that when people are struggling to have that intimacy, to be there present?
No, because with that, it's something totally different.
Okay.
So that is like an easy fix, just doing some breath work.
Yes.
And your heart truth. But we'll get back to that. But for someone that can't even get into that space of connecting, I mean, that's when when you read out about connecting and healing your core wounds, it's generally childhood. And so by, connecting to that and healing that, then that's how a person can show up and be intimate with themselves and with their lover. But by, speaking heart truth is what I could just talk about over and over again, is like if you're in bed and at that moment you feel like you are not present anymore or your mind is somewhere else, that moment you could stop yourself and say to your partner, just give me a sec. I just need to ground myself. And most people are like, what? They wouldn't do that because they're just like, well, we're in the zone to just, have sex. Why would I speak that? Why would I actually, speak my truth? Because, our upbringing is, seen and, don't talk about what you truly want. Just go with the flow. you know, even stating your desires, or when you do speak your truth, are you being demanding? So there's so many things that goes on in a woman's mind, but they're too fearful of speaking their truth.
That's true.
You know, or if they do speak, then they might get a partner that would say, oh my God, you're so demanding. You want so much.
And then that just makes them not want to ever do it again. Yeah. That's such a good, I love this topic, and I want to dive into it for a few more minutes. I think this is such a powerful topic, Patty Ann, and not just about intimacy, but also within women as well. And since it's a women's show on a woman's TV channel, let's go there. We sometimes tone ourselves down. We dim our light. We quiet our voices. We don't speak up because of either being concerned that someone's going to do what you just said, or that we're going to be ridiculed or judged or whatever. But it sounds to me like even in stuff not related to intimacy, it would all be the same, because if you are being constrained, I'm going to use the word constrained. I don't know. If you're being constrained in a sense in the intimate part of your world, if it's sexually or whatever, you don't actually get that open feeling. And how can you have the results that we all hope for, right? Which is exhausted afterwards and can't move sex. So,
and hungry. I always get hungry.
I'm thirsty, want water. But I mean, what can we share with those that are listening that are like, I've never really enjoyed sex. I've never really enjoyed intimacy. What can we give them? What can we give them so they can, I mean, I know that you work with your clients and it takes way longer than a few minutes, but is there something that we can give those watching that, hey, except for call Patty Ann and she'll help you. Right? What else can we give them?
So that would start outside the bedroom. So what I just said before is by having these heart conversations. And these heart conversations is practicing speaking your truth. So if you like, when you show up fully in your outside the bedroom life, you know, you show courage, you do something outside your comfort zone, you know, you just do amazing work with your family and so forth. By doing that, it's showing yourself that you can be courageous and you can show up 100%. That will be taken into the bedroom. But to get to that state, you need to start speaking your truth. So if there's something that doesn't fly, like for instance, if you're working with someone and there's something that they do that just in your being, in your body, doesn't feel right with you, then I would encourage those ladies to say something about it. Like, I feel, the old I am statements. I feel when I see you do this. And, you know, really getting them to be honest with everything instead of just being a doormat, like my mother was.
I love that. Yeah, and it's a process. And I know that I myself have worked my whole life to find my voice and my genuine and authenticity. And it's not typically something, that happens overnight, right? Yeah. But I think for those watching and listening today, I want you to recognize that it is possible. You've just got to take those steps. And it's quite interesting, but sometimes those first steps are the most challenging because you're going against the grain. You're going against, I call it the matrix. You're going against the matrix, against the box, right, Patty Ann? And people go, oh, what? Whoa. Who are you? What happened to you?
But I'm with the hype team. And then Yeah.
And say that one more time because I was loud.
Oh no, I love loud. Will you surround yourself with a hype team? So when you're trying to show up and be courageous, if you surround yourself with people that don't support you, it'll tell you, well, keep quiet, don't do you, boo boo. Do you know what I'm saying? But if you surround yourself with the right hype team, with a lover that just encourages you to play full out, well, then you're gonna just like, oh my God, this is awesome. I'm gonna keep doing this. But team.
And if you don't have a hype team, there are plenty hype teams out there.
There's lots.
I want you to know Patty Ann is on the other side of the world, and I met through someone online, which I'm gonna get on this show. And then she and we all stayed connected, and I'm like, I've got to have you on my show. And we get on, and it's like we just saw each other yesterday, and we haven't seen each other in
5 years.
5 years? First of all, I'm going to also share that most of the women I meet online, I never meet in person. So I'm excited that I got to meet you in person. because I typically don't. And I still feel like I know them because I get to talk to them like this and we hype each other up. So ladies, if you do not have a hype team, please reach out to me. Please reach out to Patty Ann, depending on what side of the world you're on. We have groups, we have events, we have things we do that will be your hype team. That's why we started Everyday Woman in March 2020, and you've got to be. Well, all right, Patty Ann, tell everybody what you do, how they can work with you, and how they can get a hold of you.
Yeah, well, my title, my professional title is an intimacy coach. And my name, as you see there, that's my website, .com.au. I did have .com. It got hijacked by an Asian porn site. Anyway, on brand, totally on brand. I work with couples. I love couples. I love working with couples. Because I speak both languages, I understand what a man's trying to, trying to communicate, and then I understand what's going on in a woman's mind, and I just get them to be talking together.
I love that. I love that. I love everything that you're doing, so they can get a hold of you at your website. They can also find you on social media.
On socials.
We have your information up as well for everybody. And I appreciate you being a part of this. I appreciate you sharing everything about this. I know we could talk about it for hours and hours.
Yeah, I'd rather the action though. I don't like to be all talk. But I did give them a freebie. So I think I sent the freebie to you. So
okay, perfect. So do you want to, is it an easy domain?
Yeah, it's the Oh My God of Intimacy.
The Oh My God of Intimacy.com.
/free. Yeah.
Free. Okay. We'll make sure we share it with everybody because we want them to grab that. That'll be a lot of fun. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Patty Ann. And thank you everybody for watching another episode of The Successful Woman's Mindset. My name is Galit Ventura-Rozen. You can watch this on Everyday Woman TV as well as hear it on iTunes on my podcast. Bye, everybody.
Awesome.